Hello everyone, my name is Spencer. This is my book talk, and today we will be talking about the book Aftermath: Life Debt by Chuck Wendig. So the summary of this book. Nora Wexley wanted to help the New Republic catch fleeing Imperial officers. However, Princess Leia wanted her to help her husband, Han Solo, who was trying to liberate his co-pilot, Chewbacca's home planet. But Chewbacca was captured, and Han went missing, and the Grand Admiral of the Empire, Ray Sloane, offered peace talks. Nora Wexley and her crew ended up finding Solo and rescuing Chewbacca and the other prisoners that were captured with him. 3 months later, those exact same prisoners turned on them during the peace talks and left the New Republic in shambles. So, 4 messages I found throughout the text were friendship and family, purpose, death and loss, and love. So, as you can see, I have bolded here what I thought was the most important one, that being friendship and family. I thought that this was a most important theme because all the others kind of lead into it. The best example I can use to prove this is Princess Leia. She went behind her superiors' backs to ask Nora to go on a mission to save her husband. She's afraid to lose him because of the son that she bears, needs a father to look up to. She loves Han Solo, and that gives her the purpose to do all the royal things and all the things to help the New Republic, and she loves him very dearly and really wants him back. So the themes. Sometimes you have to go behind people's back to protect the ones you love, and don't always trust those in authority. Leia constantly goes behind the backs of her friends, but in the end, it's paid off because she was the one who led them to the prisoners to be freed, and she saved their lives later when they were trying to liberate the entire planet by sending in reinforcements along with herself. So the second theme, don't always trust those in authority. As we will talk about later, Ray Sloane starts to figure out that she isn't truly the one in charge and she's more of a figurehead for the Empire. She has someone who watches over her and micromanages what she does, and she doesn't truly know his plan until it fully unfolds at the end of the book. It causes her to loathe him and act in a way as such towards him. She doesn't trust him and goes behind his back to find out things about his past. So the first journal entry. The choice is no choice at all. Gally knows death well. Jakku is death. Already at his young age, the boy has seen many corpses out there in the dirt and the dust, skin gone tight and shiny like leather. So basically, Jakku is a desert planet that is just a wasteland. No one wants to be there. You don't really go to Jakku, you just end up on Jakku, if that makes any sense. This illustrates a very interesting way to end the book. It shows how the galaxy that this book takes place in isn't such a happy place that appears on the surface or in all of the Star Wars movies you see and all the propaganda in the Star Wars universe. Most of the book is talking about eloquent banquets like Liberation Day when they're having a giant parade through the street for peace talks and liberating planets that join the New Republic and get supplies and other joyous things. This quote shows that some planets have happened to stay out of that and have just been left to die and suffer. So journal entry 2. Tasks. Like she's an errand girl tackling a to-do list. That feeling is an odd one for her. Is it because she controls the Empire in name, but not in reality? Here, Grand Admiral Ray Sloane has an identity crisis. She's the face of the Empire, but she has a higher-up named Gallius Rax that controls the entire Empire behind the scenes. She feels like this role really isn't important, as the title brings. It fuels a lot of her actions throughout the book, like digging into his past, as I previously mentioned. It also leads her to distrust him and her fuming anger at the end of the book, where she gets stuck on a cargo ship, and she ends the book saying that she's going to track him down and kill him herself. So, personally, I would recommend this book. It intrigued me how they had 10 separate narratives for Nora and each of her crew members, plus Leia and Ray Sloane and Gallius Rax, who were the 2 Imperials. And each perspective would intertwine with the others. Like, you would see it cut from Nora to her son Temmin, and it would be in the same place, just different perspectives. Another example would be the end fight scene between Nora and Sloane, where it shows Nora finding Sloane, and it switches to Sloane just beating the absolute crap out of Nora, and then it cuts to Sloane running away, and then Nora shooting her in the back. Even though he uses similes and metaphors based on this universe, it is really easy to understand. You can tell by all the alien speeches they use. You may not understand it. I don't understand it completely, but it's very easy to understand and kind of get an idea what's going on. All in all, it comes together to be a really smooth and entertaining book. So my recommendations would be the first book in the series, Star Wars Aftermath, to kind of give you a bunch of context for the entire series, introduce all the characters, show how they meet, show how they work well together, and then since you've made it this far, you might as well read the third and final book in the series, Aftermath's End. If you've ever played the video game Star Wars Battlefront 2, the campaign is loosely based off of this book. I love the campaign, and I can't wait to read this book, and it's a really good read.